Good morning, YouTube. This is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina, coming to you with the Palmetto State Armory Dagger 9mm pistol. My son gave me the money to get this pistol, so he wanted to gift me with a pistol, but with the Biden administration's gun laws, he couldn't just give me a pistol, so he gave me the money and I bought the pistol. And so they couldn't accuse him of making a straw purchase. So this is it. This is a Palmetto Dagger. The $299 Glock killer. But that's it. It comes in a nice little case. You get one magazine with it. PMag 17. I'll put it over here with my others. I've talked several times about having a pistol and carbine or rifle combination. This is a great gun. I really like it. I haven't shot it yet, but I imagine it shoots just fine. I've seen the guys that were shooting them, and they work just fine. Anyway, that's it. This is the case that it comes in. It's a nice ballistic nylon case, Cordura. This is the ammo that I use. I've got it loaded with the IMI black dot ammo, and every other round is an active duty 9mm ball. And this is some powerful stuff here. The muzzle velocity is 1320 out of the muzzle, so it's high velocity. 445 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle, and 387 at 25 yards. But out of a carbine, this hits real hard, and I've shot several hogs with it, and it actually knocks the hogs off their feet. I mean, it just knocks them down. They go right down like a stone. Anyway, it's a flat nose full metal jacket bullet. This was developed for the military to carry in their active duty modular handgun. It's their training and duty ammo ball. Anyway, it was selected to serve the warfighter. So that's the ammo. This ammo here is made in Israel. It's the black dot, also known as the black talon. You remember those? And they had to get politically correct on it, and they outlawed them. Another unconstitutional law from the Democrats. This is a 125 grain jacket at hollow point. Okay, YouTube, back at you. These are the PMags. I carry no less than 4 PMags with the additional PMag loaded in the weapon. So I carry 4 spare magazines with me at all times. You never know if you're going to have enough ammo if you get into a firefight with somebody. Do you carry enough ammo? That's a question you got to ask yourself. Do you carry enough ammo if you confronted an active shooter to effectively defend yourself from that active shooter? Say there's more than one, multiple assailants with semi-auto long guns. You have enough ammo to defend yourself with your handgun. One magazine ain't gonna cut it, buddy. So I'm here to tell you right now. But what's nice about this Dagger, I think this just kills the hell out of the Glock, because this is $299, and as you can see, it's empty for you lurky-loos out there. Anyway, for the money, you can't beat it. You get a lot of bang for your buck. It's got the Armory slot for the red dot. It's got the high suppressor style sights, so you can co-witness with your red dot. It's got a polygonal bore that doesn't have traditional lands and grooves. This is a hammer forged polygonal bore. These are made in the United States of America, in the state of South Carolina, the Palmetto state. They're made in two places. One place is in Columbia. They're produced, and they're produced down in Summerville, South Carolina also. So they put Americans to work at their factory. Just a beautiful, nice pistol. And then you got the, of course, the Palmetto State Armory AR-15s, which are really hard to beat. But I have my Kel-Tec 9mm, and as you can see, the bolt is locked to the rear, so I'll drop that out and put this down, and we'll stick that 30-round magazine right in the Glock. There you go. Look at that. You got these punks running around with the giggle switch on the Glock, and they push a little pin on the back, and it makes it fire full auto. And there's been several gangbangers caught with those here in Augusta, in the Augusta area across the river. We don't have much problem over here in the North Augusta, Aiken area as we do over across that river. Of course, when they flee, they come over here to hide out, but they get caught because their buddies, their best friends, snitch on them. So there you go. There's another 33-round magazine, or 31-round magazines. These are Glock magazines. So it goes right in there. And as you can see, it's got the IMI bullets, hollow points loaded in it. So you can interchange between the rifle and the pistol. Little Sub 2000 is a nice little trunk gun. And then we have the Ruger PC9 carbine, and it carries a spare mag in the buttstock here. See, you got a PMag 17 in there. And that's it. This is a backpacker stock. This is called the backpacker. It's quite a than the Kel-Tec. But what a nice little bug out weapon to carry, rifle and pistol, rifle and sidearm. And that's it. This is the Palmetto State Armory Dagger. I think I'm going to put a red dot on here. I was looking at the Kingslayer. It's actually a green circle dot. And from what I understand, you don't even need a plate. It just screws right on the top. And it mounts right on the slot. And it co-witnesses with these higher sights. If I were to change sights, I would get XS big dots. That's in the future. But for $299, this is a Glock killer. I mean, basically, this is a Glock 19. But it just feels better. I mean, the grip and everything. And heck, I paid $299 for the Taurus TX22. So there you go. You're getting a 9mm and you're getting a polygonal bore. So with the polygonal lands and grooves, it's not the traditional lands and grooves in the barrel. It's a polygonal bore. You get more gas behind the bullet, thus you get more velocity out of your bullet. Okay, so all the gases and everything are behind the bullet, and as that bullet's pushed out, that gas is kept behind the bullet, so it doesn't come around the sides of the bullet and through the lands and grooves of a traditional firearm. Heckler & Koch was big into the polygonal bore. Their rifles and their pistols had polygonal bores in them. The P9S, I think it was called the P9S. Anyway, that had a polygonal bore. The P7M13, Heckler & Koch squeeze cocker, it had a polygonal bore. They didn't have the traditional lands and grooves. The HK 223 and 308 versions of the G3 rifle, they had polygonal bore. The G3 rifle had a polygonal bore. Their MP5 had a polygonal bore. So that was real big with the German company Heckler & Koch. Anyway, this is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina. I'd like to say thanks to my son Joseph for giving me the money to purchase this firearm. He wanted to buy a firearm for me, but he couldn't do it because of that unconstitutional law of gifting a firearm to somebody. You know, it's crazy. You know, they call it a straw purchase. So I had to purchase it myself, and then my son gave me the money for the weapon. He couldn't just go buy the weapon, or he'd have been breaking the law. And we don't want to break the law. We're law abiders. And that's just the way it is. Until that's heard by the Supreme Court and overturned. So there you go. The filthy Democrats are after our guns. They're after our freedoms, freedom of speech. They don't want you to be able to tell the truth. They want to cover up and lie, cover up and stall, cover up and just stall the government out. They just drag their feet. Look what they did to Trump while he was in office. If they did that to any other person, and look what the Democrats did to the Jews. I mean, they're anti-Semitic. I can't see why a Jewish person would want to vote for a Democrat, because they're all anti-Semites. They hate Jews. Me, on the other hand, my Lord and Savior was a Jew, so I don't hate him. I love him. So that's the way I am. Anyway, enough of the politics. This is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina. PMAG City. PMAGs. Glock 30 round magazines. They all work in the pistol, and they all work in the rifle, the Ruger backpacker, and the Keltchek SG-2000. So that's the way to go. It's Rick, Black Rifle. Later.